Morning everyone, welcome to DOdaily. Wake up to walk. It's Des here, ready to attack the day on another absolutely stunning morning. The sun's out, promises to be the hottest day of the year. Can already feel it, to be honest. And I'm looking forward to continuing my journey along the Knots Clock Walk 60. Today will see me reach the halfway point, stage 6, travelling from 5 to 6 on the clock face. Leads me deep into the Nottinghamshire countryside. Started about half a mile ago in the village of Weissel, just getting my bearings, heading towards Bunny and Bunny Woods. Looking forward to that, somewhere I've visited in the past, before taking a slight turn and heading to the village of Eastleek. Already took some amazing pictures, check those out at the end. But just looking forward to taking in my surroundings, processing everything that's gone before, looking ahead to the weekend and explaining all those reasons why it's so important to wake up to walk. Just over a mile in, still really enjoying the early start to the day, and it is a particularly early one. But I think, having mentioned the weather and the fact at 6:30 today it's already 20 degrees in Nottingham, it looks like it's going to get to 30, perhaps a little more. As somebody who encourages activity and getting out and about, that's just another reason sometimes to get out early, isn't it? Probably beating the worst of the sunshine, and whilst getting a sweat on, getting those endorphins flowing is absolutely fantastic. It's all part of what I do. Sometimes we just have to be a little cautious. So getting my activity in at this time of day, it's just a bonus really. If you are getting out at other points, of course, I'll always encourage people to do it as and when they can. Please make sure that you dress accordingly and that you've got plenty of water. The nice thing about this route is if you do it at a more normal time of the day, there tends to be a stop halfway through, a pit stop. I'll put up the link to the walk. Tells you all the places on each leg. It's been designed in such a way to help those walking it get through it as comfortably as possible. One other thing I want to mention is sometimes when we've got a challenge ahead of us, a walk like this, a point to get to, we kind of forget very quickly what's behind us. And as somebody who's always encouraging us to keep pressing ahead, I think it's important just to remember sometimes just to take a look at what's gone before. I'm looking back on this amazing countryside, and again, it's one of the reasons I do it. A little bit pressed for time this morning. It'd be easy for me just to storm ahead, but I guess what I'm encouraging is just to take it all in. Take that moment to reflect. And of course, throughout this episode, I'll be doing that on the week gone by. Having reached Bunny Woods, I'm really glad of the shelter from the heat already. Just to reiterate that point, it's nice to take in some of the fresher surroundings, but it's also been quite rugged as well. And a tricky part of the route to navigate, coming downhill through some thick bushes. But again, it's all something that adds to what I'm doing, makes it fully enjoyable. As I come back out into the sunshine, it's just about ploughing through and getting on I mentioned there about reflection, and of course Friday, for as much as all the reasons I've come on to, is about just taking a little bit of time to look back on how things have gone. This week, it's just been one of those where it's been a case of dealing with whatever comes next. Nothing major happening. Started the week not feeling too well. Luckily, I got to spend some time out. I had work to do and jobs to do, but got to spend some time at the cricket. That was particularly enjoyable. Put a smile on my face, put some sun on my face, which is always good. As much as it's hot now, it's been building up throughout. Some really nice days, and that's always a plus point to take into the weekend, isn't it? Not sure it's going to be quite the same, but fingers crossed, eh? And yeah, it was just about getting over that little bit of illness, but trying to stay positive through it, and that's definitely what I did. As the week's gone on, I've got back to some of the things that I feel I need to be doing. You know, we put pressure on ourselves sometimes, but there are things we need to do just to keep ourselves ticking over, keep ourselves sane, and just keep sort of reaching out for that whatever comes next. Preparing, planning, I guess. And that's what it's been about. Getting back into my activity. This morning, incidentally, I feel really, really tired. Bit short on sleep last night, but mainly because I've gone out and done 2 tough sessions in the tough conditions. Again, took precautions, but a couple of tough sessions have taken it out my legs. They're feeling particularly stiff. But I wouldn't let that stop me. Getting out here, you know, give me the chance to wake up, to come round to things, to feel great about what I've done, but also to loosen those up too. And that's definitely something I need to do. If I felt tired going into the weekend, I might not make the most of it. And as somebody who does a lot of the weekend, tries to make it as fulfilling as possible, you know, I've got to put myself in the best position to enjoy it. As ever on a Friday morning, being out here feels like the best start for me. It might not be the best start for everyone, but I've been seeing some of the things I have and not encountered a soul yet. It's a great place to get lost with my thoughts. At the very point in which I said I'd not seen a soul, a dog and its owner come bounding towards me. Nonetheless, that was great to see. Whilst I use this for a bit of soul searching, a bit of headspace. Of course, as I get through it, the world starts to wake up around me. And coming through Bunny Woods, I headed towards the very picturesque and quaint village of Bunny itself, crossing the busy A60, further indication that other people are getting about the day. What I will say on that, whilst, you know, there's nothing competitive going on here, it's great to feel like you're getting an head start on everything I do, everything you do. You know, it's a chance to get out there and just process it all. I look back there on the week, not too much happening, but it's worth just sort of evaluating it, thinking how you can take it forward. I'm feeling like I'm ending the week a lot stronger than I started it. And again, all we look to do is just be that little bit better than before. If we can be 1% better every day, you know, it won't be long before we're considerably better than we were. But of course we have our hiccups along the way, so it's just about taking each one as it comes, dusting yourself down and going again. Not been as great for it in recent months, but during the lockdown period, loved getting out for my daily activity, knowing I'd ticked it off, knowing each day when we weren't allowed to do many things was rewarding, and at least I'd made an effort. So something I'm definitely looking forward to getting back to. Friday's always the reminder of that. Whilst the activity is not quite as strenuous as some of the running efforts, you know, it's just a reminder that we can get out and do what we need to do at any given time. I appreciate not everybody's for getting up early, getting out there. Not everybody's got the time or the luxury, but we can all find time somewhere. If there's something you want to do bad enough, you know, just like I do, manage to squeeze it in. Always talk about being busy and having lots to do, and I'm not doing it for egotistical reasons. I'm just proud of the fact that I do find time, you know, whether it's around my passions or my work or my activities. You know, I find ways of linking things in and taking the absolute most from it. Again, I'm just going to show you some of the scenes around me. Absolutely beautiful. Behind me, if I spin round again, you just see the spire from a pretty little church in the village. I'm going to do something I wouldn't normally do today. I'm going to cut today's walk just a little bit short. I mentioned at the start I'm pressed for time. I've gone slightly the wrong way. And to take it all in properly and enjoy it, I don't want to rush through. So next week I'll be doing an extended leg. I'm going to finish on a busy road so I can get my lift, get to work on time, get a coffee, some breakfast. Really looking forward to that. Feeling tired as well, so it's not the worst thing. But again, there's reasons there, isn't there, for what I'm doing. Not just making it up on the spot. Really like to try and understand where I'm at and how I can make it work best. And again, having all this time and open space gives me that nice opportunity. It's been an absolutely stunning walk today. We're going to cover over 3 miles of the 5.5. If I'd not headed that way and started going the wrong way, I might have tried to push through. But like I say, there's so many reasons why I should take it in as best I can. And as well as the hard activity, even though it's walking, I mentioned the heat, the fact I've got up, I've looked back on the week, I've planned and prepared, I've taken some good decisions, even though they're not big decisions, good decisions rather than sort of force myself to do something that I'd be uncomfortable with. I'm just gonna know I've been out there, I've enjoyed it, and I'm happy about what I'm doing. I've spoken a lot on DOdaily about being happy and content, and it's not just me being fluffy, you know, it's a place where I feel I can say I am, because I believe it. We don't often genuinely believe we're in a good place. Just as human beings, we're generally cautious, but you know, if we can't say it when we are, when can we? When we genuinely are, when can we? So, knowing I'm doing all the things I'm doing, having got in a great walk, looking forward to the weekend, signing off for DOdaily for the week. Lots of great feedback, comments, getting involved, looking to extend it in various different ways. You know, it all creates that feel good. It all makes me want to come back and do it all over again. So I'll be back on Monday with a brand new episode, trying to inspire you to get the most from it. If you've enjoyed this or any of the episodes this week, please do drop it a thumbs up. That'd be amazing. And of course, subscribe to the channel. Just 4 away still from 600. If you can support, that'd be absolutely brilliant. can keep watching, that'll be even better. Just trying my best to show people that having an honest and realistic approach to life, being positive and enthusiastic, can take us a long way. Just one quick thing, some people might look in and go, yeah, whatever, when you say you're happy, do you know, are you trying to prove it, blah, blah, blah. Do you know, I can only say the way I am, and I can only try and put it across to help others where they might need it. And that's my purpose. And when you've got intention and purpose, it doesn't really matter. Do you know, it's what you're thinking. If you're thinking it at that any given time, that's where you're at. Sometimes we try and over analyze things, you know, and get deep into it, when the reality is just enjoy it for what you've got. I've got lots of nice things to look forward to. A weekend of catching up on a few errands, as much as enjoying it, but that's good too, just to take the pace off, just as I've started to here. Have a great one, guys, whatever you're doing. I encourage you to drop me a comment. Love to hear what people are up to, and of course it helps support the channel as well. So until that next episode, until next week, just doing it.